Ray, I'm s- hold on. I'm surprised you're here. Your subscription expired. Just kidding. I hope you're feeling all right. We got to get ready for Wasde, everybody. And I streamed the wrong trade rooms this morning. So I made two horrible mistakes today. Horrible.
Senator Rand Paul, who made comments on Fox News,
Typing the
said that
wrong
high oil
time in
prices
on the oil
will be a
trade.
problem in the midterms, and that
I'm
if the
never going to
conflict in
forgive
Iran
myself.
persists,
That was a
I think you're going to
monster
see
trade
disastrous
this
election.
morning. A monster. It'll never be that good again, ever. That's the truth. Never. Um, but just pay attention to what you type in. Make sure, use the pre-trade checklist. Use the pre-trade checklist, everybody. Had I used the pre-trade checklist, I would have checked the time and I would have gotten the right time. So let's get started. Let's start WASD. WASD, WASD, WASD. Welcome everyone to the Pro Trade Room Plus, the WASD report. My name is Lee Goldstein, the trading director for 10-minute trades. Please remember, all the trades we discuss are for educational purposes. All right. Uh, Make sure, everybody, you set your charts up properly. So don't forget, right click your corn chart. All right, the corn chart, ZC 0527. 26, sorry, ZC 0526. Oh, God. My brain is gone. There's just, it is what it is. And then corn, soybeans, ZS 0526. Same thing, ZS 0526. Now, on soybeans and corn, right click, data series, make sure that your trading hours template is default 24/7. Default 24/7. All right? Both charts. Default 24/7. Trading hours, right click, data series, under time frame, trading hours, default 24/7. Don't have more than 3 days to 5 days of data loading. All right. First thing I'm going to do, put a reverse continuation on both charts. So news trader breakout gets changed to a reverse continue. I think a 20 tick target with a 20 tick stop is more than plenty. That's just a scalp. Unfortunately, corn, I have to trade in sim because I don't have a prop account that allows corn, which is BS if you ask me, that they don't allow it. It's BS. There's absolutely no reason why corn shouldn't be allowed. It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. So I've got one position, a 20 target, and a 20 tick stop. So that's our corn trade. Or reverse continue. Doing the same thing on soybeans. Soybeans, I'll trade in my funded account this morning. Reverse continue. One position, 15 target, 15 stop. This had been a report that often reversed. Last month, I'll show you the video. It's a little bit strange. A little bit strange. And we'll label this soy reverse continue. All right. And like I said, I'm trading soybeans in my funded account. I'll go for broke. And we are up $210 in that account this morning. All right. Now, before we set up our trade, let's take a look at two. Let me see if I've got a couple of recent WASDs to show you. Remember January WASD? January WASD trades with quarterly grains. All right. So January WASD is an anomaly. Honestly, it's an anomaly. So you have to keep that in mind. January WASD is an anomaly. All right. That's the way God planned it. That's the way He meant it to be. You know who sang that? That's the way God planned it. That's the way He meant it to be. Billy Preston. That's going back, I think, to the 70s, maybe the 60s. That's the way God planned it. Billy Preston played with the Beatles on Let It Be. Is that right? Am I getting this stuff right? Billy Preston, Beatles. Am I getting this right? I think so. Anyway, let's look at the DMM because the DMM is showing that corn has been trading well until last month. Now, corn had a great move in January. Great move in January. But remember, quarterly grains, that's a big report. That's a big mover, usually. It's coming up, end of the month. Quarterly grains, like that report. But soybeans has been the better trade for the past 5 months. Last month, it was just weird. I thought that we got filled last month, though. Let's see what happened. That they're not
I
able to
thought we had a
trade
fill
corn in their prop accounts. So by next WASD, I will get a prop company that has bonds, every instrument. Who knows the best prop company that has every instrument without all the BS? So here's WASD. This WASD video has a million other WASD videos inside of it. So watch what I mean. So this WASD video has, let me see if I can tell you or show you. Let me see if I'm right. I might not be right. Okay, here's December WASD. So this is good. December WASD. Soy on the right, corn on the left. Soy on the right, corn on the left. Got part of the first target on corn, moved to break even. And got taken out on a reversal. And then soybeans struggled in December to follow through. And I'm just looking to see if we got out with a small profit or it stopped us. I don't know why I didn't continue the video, but I didn't. All right. December Wasde, I'm just showing I got out with a tiny win in my notes. Okay, this is November. November Wasde, corn on the right, soy on the left. Nice move in soy. First target reversal. It was a first target reversal, like a $125 profit. Corn had a very nice move in November. Now, the chart was spread pretty far, so it wasn't a monster move, but it was good. Corn was good in November. Then we have February. Let me see what this is. September. September. Again, a nice move in corn. We went through quite a few months where corn's been better than soybeans. Corn's been better than soybeans. So I am worried, a little bit worried, that corn will be better than soybeans today, and most of us can't trade corn because of the ridiculous, absurd prop account rules that for some reason they just don't allow corn and don't explain why not, but they allow soybeans. You tell me what sense that makes. And here's February WASD. February WASD. February WASD was pretty much a cancel on soybeans. We let it fill. See, we did let it fill. And it chopped around quite a bit. Corn did not fill.
S&P 500 index extends gained 0.5% session high.
But soybeans chop around and they actually hit the first target almost, right? So no, I remember, this is what I thought I remembered, that it wasn't a terrible trade. It wasn't a cancel. It was a move in one direction that reversed, and we caught the reversal entry. So it's a mistake on the DMM, to be honest. That is not correct. And then January, it traded with
Witkoff on Iran says Trump is always willing to talk.
January it traded with quarterly grain report. So that's an anomaly. You could look at it, but you're almost always going to get more of a move in January on the January WASDE report because it's a double trade. And it was a very nice move on both instruments.
Witkoff says the question is whether talking would be productive. So Witkoff speaking on CNBC.
All right, so what prop account are you using that allows corn? If I try to place a prop account order in my Bullinox account, if I just try to put in a short, a sell,
Order submitted.
product code not permissioned, product code not permissioned. Does Elite Trader Funding allow bonds? Calvin? May just have to bite the bullet. So I'm very disappointed that I can't trade corn. Now, when you try to put on a soy trade,
Order submitted.
you can.
Order
It makes no
canceled.
sense. Makes no sense. So here's our setups. The corn setup, I'll just put the breakout on. We have a reverse continuation. Breakout trade. We're going to trigger 11:59.59. The bracket is 8. And we got a target of 7 and a target of 20. With a stop of 15 on corn. If it hits the first target, I would move to break even. -2. BE -2 on target 1 stop move. Target 1 stop move. So we'll check our corn bracket by setting the time to 0 and turning on the trade in sim. Now you don't get a bracket until there's price movement because the software has to calculate the bracket. And you can't
Order
calculate
submitted.
until there's actually price, right?
Order canceled.
Right click the strategy. I want to go to optional, highlight the breakout, and I'm going to uncheck show the vertical line on entry. I don't need that line.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
So Calvin, what's the pricing like with Elite Trader Funding? What's their pricing like? Did it let you trade ZF? Putting our time back to 11:59.59, bracket of 8, position 1 is a 1, position 2 is a 1, targets of 7 and 20 with a stop of 15. Target 1 stop move, BE -2. BE -2. Trade is labeled corn breakout. All right, so we're ready for corn. And we also have our reverse continue. On soybeans, okay, so you don't like them. What about take profit trader? Okay, we put a reverse continue on soybeans already, right? I'm happy to tell everybody what it was again. Our reverse continue on soy was one position, 15 target, 15 stop. Let's make it a 20 target and a 20 stop, just in case we get a good move that we want to try and take advantage of. And I'm going to label it ZS.
Tim is going to get the EASD report. Seeing here from Woodcock says evidence suggests Iran
Reverse
doesn't want
continue.
diplomatic solution. We also get the Wasde data. Wheat and stocks forecast 931 million, unchanged from the prior.
And then we'll put
Soybeans
our
looking
breakout
at
on.
350 million, unchanged from
Financial
prior.
juice is now
All of these
covering the
unchanged from prior.
WASDE.
Cotton and stocks forecast 4.4 million. Corn and stocks
The trade's
forecast
usually over by the time all the
2027
news
million.
comes out. We're going to activate at 11:59:58. Bracket of 12, a little bit bigger bracket on soy. Targets of 8 and 21. I'm going to do it 8 and 25. Stop is 20. Target 1 stop move will be a BE minus 2, just like corn. And then this is trading. We'll label it ZS breakout. Trading in my funded account. And I will apply it and OK it.
Trump and
Oh,
Wayne
let's
Woodcock
make
says
it
well that
0
I'll
and
probably
check
make a
our
trip to Israel
brackets.
next
Let's
week.
leave it on sim for a minute. Let's leave it on sim. Account goes on sim. Optional, get rid of the line. Show vertical line on entry, unchecked. Time goes to 0, 0. We're going to check our bracket. Put the chart on sim for a moment. Test our bracket.
Order submitted.
Family funded futures. This is a new futures company. Futures companies are like cockroaches. Prop accounts are like cockroaches. They spring up like cockroaches. That's the truth.
Order canceled.
All right, see our brackets?
Order submitted. Order canceled.
So we're going to put our time back to 11:59:58. In fact, I think they're more prevalent than cockroaches. Bracket of 12, family funded futures. So what's their deal, Nitin? What do you have to say about them? Family funded futures. I love the names. $12 on the bracket. Position 1 is a 1, position 2 is a 1. 8 and 25 on our targets. 20 on our stop. Target 1 stop move is BE minus 2. And we're going to trade it in our funded account at the moment. And we are up $210 on our funded account from this morning's trading. That's a pretty big buffer. So you have to build 4250 before being eligible for a payout. That's a lot. That's about $800 most than other prop companies. Family funded network is a different one, Ray. What's the problem with corn? With being able to trade corn?
Woodcock says we have destroyed almost all of Iran's enrichment capability. Prime Minister going to get the EISD report and also the top of the hour
Never
with the
in my
Wasde data.
life did I think that I would agree with Rand Paul on a majority of issues. Never. He seems to be one of the only Republicans who is not certifiably insane. And I would say that you could put the Democrats in this certifiably insane category as well, along with the bulk of our population. Certifiably insane. He's against voter ID. He's against voter ID. He's a libertarian for real. I mean, he's an actual libertarian. He's a medical doctor, actually. If you listen to the guy speak, he's quite intelligent. You don't have to agree with him, but he's quite
According to
intelligent.
RIA News, Putin is to hold a phone call with Pezeshkian. It's Iran's president. So Putin has spoken with Iran's President Pezeshkian, now being cited by TASS News. Also, Witkov says Russia said in court yesterday that they had not shared intelligence on US military assets.
Funded Futures Network. Okay. FFN. Right. We need them to have Trade of Fate Ninja at least. Ninja, we need at least. And the order freezing rhythmic. Thank you for freezing my orders today. Ninja. Or rhythmic, I should say. Thank you for freezing my orders today. Actually, it was yesterday. All right, we've got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Love to see a nice move on soybeans. Love to see a just burst through the high by 10 ticks. That would be nice. Burst through the high by 10 ticks. I'm not even going to pay attention to corn because I can't trade it. It's sim. It's a prop trade. Thank you for letting me be myself. If you all want to see the greatest documentary ever made, there's actually two. But the best documentary I've seen maybe
1 minute
in
to go now
the
to get
past
the
20
EIA
years,
steer report. Shortly
Sly
expecting also the
Lives.
Wasde data at the same time too.
All about Sly and the Family Stone. It is an amazing doc. Sly Stone was a genius. You had no Prince. You had none of the great black artists that we know today without Sly. He was amazing, amazing. And the documentary is phenomenal. Filmed, it was done by Questlove, the drummer of The Roots, who won an Oscar for Summer of Soul, a documentary he made a couple of years before the Sly documentary. That's also a phenomenal documentary. If you like music, two incredible documentaries, Summer of Soul and Sly Lives. Here come our brackets. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant art. It's art at the highest level.
Order submitted.
Nice
Order submitted.
brackets.
Wasde wheat and stocks 931 million
So
as
the
expected.
news is out because I can
Soybean end
hear it
stocks
being announced, but
350
it
million as
just,
expected. Cotton end stocks
whatever it does,
4.4
it
million
does.
as
I'm going to
expected.
let
Order
it
submitted.
fill,
And corn end stocks
Order filled.
2,127 million
and
as
I'm going to
expected.
expand my target to the
It's waiting on
low.
the steer report data now from the EA.
Expanding my target to the low. I'm in my funded account.
Order filled.
It pulled back a little bit. Now, corn didn't fill. So I'm up. That was a $125 trade. I
Witkov says that let's see if the Iranians want to talk.
probably trailed a little too tight. Let's see if it reverses or if it stays and pushes down. Corn, I would cancel. I would cancel corn. It didn't really respond on the news. I'm leaving it on because it's sim and it doesn't matter. Now, it looks like, honestly, we got what we could get out of soybeans. They reversed. It didn't follow through. So I got my first target. And then it pulled back for a small, decent profit, 125 bucks. I'll take it on a trade that didn't really follow through. In a funded account. It's perfectly all right. Not the end of the world. Now, what it may do is reverse on the failure and test the high.
CNBC.
It might reverse on the failure and test the high. But look at the movement. You don't have I'm
So
canceling the
sees
corn breakout.
2026
All
US
right.
oil output of
There's just no
13.61 million
trade
barrels per
with
day.
corn today.
Versus prior
Order
forecast of
canceled.
13.6 million barrels per day. Sees 2027 output
You
of
just don't
13.83
have
million barrels per day
the
versus
kind of price
13.32 million
movement
barrels per day.
that
Regards
lends a
to
scalp very
gas,
attractive, right? The
natural
price is
gas
just
is
sitting
the
there.
EIAC's
It's just
2026
sitting
natural gas
there.
output of 109.5
So I'm
BCF per
not
day.
that
Versus
interested
prior forecast of
in doing
110.
anything except
Sees
taking my
27
money
demand of
and going home
112.3
and going to
versus
get my
prior
haircut because
111.2
that's what I'm scheduled
BCF
to
per day.
do.
Regards to world oil output, they see 107 million barrels
Just
per day versus prior forecast of
hasn't
107.8
moved
in
very
2026.
much. We got a
They see
decent move on the
2027
news,
output of
and that's it.
109.6 million barrels per day versus prior 108.8
Calvin, why
million
did you
barrels per day.
trade corn instead of soy
EIA sees WTI price averaging
when soy's got a
$73.61 a
good
barrel
history?
versus prior forecast of
I mean,
$53.43
it's got
and
decent.
2027 forecast of
It's been decent.
$60.81 a barrel versus
No,
prior
I said I
forecast
thought
of
corn would not be was not trading that great.
$49.34. EIA sees Brent price
I
averaging
traded soy in my
$78.94 a barrel
funded
versus prior
account,
forecast
so
of
you know I believe it's going to be a good
$57.69 a
trade,
barrel. 2027 forecast sees
or at
Brent
least it
at
had the opportunity.
$64.47 a barrel compared to the prior $53 a barrel.
I mean, you didn't really miss much. Truthfully, you didn't miss much. I wouldn't get too upset about it. But it was pretty stress-free. That's what I like about it. It was stress-free. Hey, everybody, turn off your trades if you're done. Turn everything off and go back to right-click the chart, data series, time frame, trading hours, back to use default settings. All right? Use instrument settings. Apply and OK. Get your pivots and everything back to normal. Right-click both charts, data series, trading hours, use instrument settings. I only load 3 days of data. That's all I need.
We have posted a report for you to read through for the EIA.
All right. And that's the trade. You mean on soy? You couldn't have gotten anything on corn. It didn't move. Right. Thank you, Nitin. You scared me. Nitin, you've been trading great, but I didn't think even you could have a $170 corn trade. Generally, the default is 5 days to load. It doesn't really make any difference unless you're looking back more than 3 days for data. If you never look back for data, the less data you load, the better chance it won't bog down Ninja. Generally, 3 to 5 days won't bog it down either way. But if somebody loads like 20 and 50 days, that could start bogging down the platform, and you don't want to trade news events with a bogged down platform. See, I told you it was going to go test the high. It's going to test the high. It failed to the low side, right? It went to the VWAP. I just don't like trading in a market this slow. It's too painful to test the high for 7 ticks. Roz, nice day. Roz, nice day. And Roz, it's not luck anymore. You know what you're doing. Give yourself some credit. And yeah, there's a little bit of luck, but you know what you're doing. That's great, Roz. That's awesome. $900 cash. Cash is the best way to trade. I don't care what anyone says. But if everybody's out there trading prop, then we got to trade prop. Corn is now heading up. But look, we're not trading the news anymore. Now I mean, you're trading a response to the news, I suppose. Corn moving a little bit. We're not talking giant moves here, folks. We're talking like 6 ticks. So don't think you missed any great move in corn here. 7 ticks, all right, times 12. So I'll take the $1.25 in my funded account. I have one account that's funded, and it's almost halfway to getting a payout. Halfway. Almost. It's pretty close to halfway. So I'm trading it smart, not like trying not to get any orders left hanging. Don't want any frozen hanging orders, right? Wouldn't want that to happen. All right, everyone, we streamed on YouTube, so I want to thank you for watching on YouTube. How many people were here? Let's check. Half a person watched us today on YouTube. Half a person. No, we have a few people. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. Appreciate it. Alan, it's not worth the risk, right? Is it worth the risk? I don't think so. Look how slow the market is. You already have negative momentum. I wouldn't bother. I don't think it's worth the risk, and I don't think it may not even go. It may not even go. It's how many ticks is it? So from where we are now, right? 13-ish ticks. You got to use a 20 risk, right? And it's so darn slow. I mean, I think it's going to go high rather than low. You got to do it right now if you're going to do it. Put your stop. I wouldn't really, the stop should be below the VWAP. But if you want to put it below 1200, and now it's down to 8 ticks. Now it's down to 8 ticks. It's probably going to go though. But I don't enjoy a market this slow. It's too slow for me. I don't like it. It's too slow. I'm not going to do it in my funded account, but just because prop trading is such a beautiful thing, I have to go get a haircut. I'm serious. I don't want to get stuck in a trade right now. I really have to go. I was just going to buy an order and then add a stop. I think it'll go. I'm going to watch it. Everybody, thank you. Thanks on YouTube for joining the stream. Once again, hit the high of day. Hit the high of day. Hit the high of day. Hit the like button. Hit the high of day. Hit the like button and the notification bell. Thanks on YouTube. We'll see you tomorrow.